Above all, we believe that Nigerians deserve a national conversation founded on evidence rather than emotion. I start. I want to emphasize on one thing. Please, we are not here for campaign. We are only here to bring out those good things the government have done for the past 3 years that will make people to have belief in them. So anyone here for campaign should zero his mind about that. Thank you very much. Renewed hope
for greater Nigeria.
Renewed hope
for greater Nigeria.
Renewed hope
for greater Nigeria.
The courage to continue. Why Nigeria must stay the course. Text of World Press Conference on the formal unveiling of the renewed hope for greater Nigeria, RHGN. Today, in Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, the 29th of June, 2026. Distinguished members of the press, fellow Nigerians at home and in the diaspora, ladies and gentlemen, I warmly welcome you to this historic occasion as we formally unveil the renewed hope for greater Nigeria, a nationwide civic movement established to promote informed public engagement with the renewed hope agenda, encourage constructive national dialogue on national development, and foster active citizen participation in building a stronger Nigeria. Today is more than the unveiling of an organization. It is the unveiling of a conviction shared by millions of Nigerians that our country has embarked upon a difficult but necessary journey of national renewal, and that the reforms that are capable of strengthening our nation deserve thoughtful public engagement and sustained national commitment. Renewed hope for greater Nigeria was not conceived in the pursuit of political patronage. It was born from the belief that leadership should be judged by performance. Reforms should be judged by results. Public policies should be judged by their impact on the lives of ordinary citizens. Our members and supporters include professionals, farmers, artisans, business owners, academics, traditional leaders, women, youth, members of the diaspora, and grassroots mobilizers, united by one purpose: to promote informed public understanding of reforms that seek to lay the foundation for a stronger, safer, and more prosperous Nigeria. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, every administration inherits challenges. Great administrations are remembered for confronting them. When President Bola Ahmed Tinubu assumed office, Nigeria faced serious security threats, economic distortions, mounting fiscal pressures and declining public confidence. Many doubted whether meaningful reforms were still possible. 3 years later, the story is changing. Security remains the first responsibility of the government, although challenges persist. Coordinated military and intelligence operations have weakened criminal networks, restored stability to many troubled communities, and strengthened the capacity of the Nigerian state to defend its citizens. Communities once paralyzed by violence are gradually returning to normal life again. Our armed forces and security agencies deserve the gratitude and unwavering support of every patriotic Nigerian. Though significant progress has been made, we must also acknowledge that securing every Nigerian remains a work in progress and requiring sustained commitment. One of the administration's most enduring legacies is its investment in Nigerians' greatest resource, its people. Through the Nigerian Education Loan Fund platform, thousands of young Nigerians who once considered higher education beyond their reach are now pursuing their dreams. For countless families, opportunity has replaced despair. Education is increasingly becoming available to those who are willing to work for it rather than remaining the exclusive preserve of those who can afford it. That is not mere social policy. It is a nation building. The administration have demonstrated the courage to confront economic problems that previous governments postponed. The removal of fuel subsidy was not an easy decision. It demanded political courage because genuine reform rarely arrives without temporary discomfort. For decades, the subsidy regime consumed enormous public resources while disproportionately benefiting a narrow segment of the society. Today, those resources are increasingly being redirected towards infrastructure, social investment, and productive sectors of the economy. History rarely celebrates leaders for avoiding difficult decisions. It remembers those who made them when their nations needed them most. The same determination informed the unification of Nigeria's foreign exchange market. A transparent and market-oriented exchange rate is intended to strengthen investors' confidence, improve economic planning, and lay the foundation for sustainable growth. Economic transformation is not measured in weeks or months. It is measured in years. The foundations being laid down today have the potential to support prosperity for generations. Infrastructure remains the visible signature of serious government. Across the Federation, roads are being rehabilitated. Rail across the Federation, roads are being rehabilitated. Rail transportation expanded. Power infrastructure strengthened and strategic projects executed. The long Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway and numerous ongoing federal projects demonstrate a commitment to building not merely for today, but for the Nigeria of tomorrow, a nation that stops building and eventually stops growing. President Tinubu has also advanced reforms intended to strengthen Nigerian democracy long after individual administrations have passed into history. The implementation of local government autonomy seeks to restore governance to the grassroots by empowering the tier government closest to the people. Democracy becomes meaningful when citizens can see its dividends within their own communities. Likewise, the establishment of state police represents one of the most significant constitutional and security reforms in recent democratic history. By complementing federal policing with state-based security institutions, Nigeria is building a security architecture designed to respond more effectively to local realities while strengthening national stability. Good governance also requires strong institutions working together. One of the distinguishing features of this administration has been the constructive partnership between the executive and National Assembly. Respect for constitutional boundaries has at different levels cooperate in the national interest. Citizens become the ultimate beneficiaries. These developments explain why the new hope for Greater Nigeria has emerged at the moment. We believe that facts deserve a voice. We believe that reforms deserve informed public scrutiny. Above all, we believe that Nigerians deserve a national conversation founded on evidence rather than emotion. We are mobilizing our people across every nook and cranny of our nation to drive that conversation, to mobilize our people for the task of building a greater Nigeria where brotherhood will be flourished in our hearts, and not only in the inspiring words of our national anthem. Our organization has therefore established structures across every geopolitical zone, every state, every local government area, and every ward, because democracy is the strongest when citizens are informed, engaged, and empowered where they live. In the weeks ahead, the New Hope for Greater Nigeria will embark on nationwide tour, town union engagements to present information on the implementation of the Renewed Hope agenda, explain ongoing reforms, listen to citizens, receive constructive feedback, and strengthen communications between government and the governed. We seek conversation, not confrontation. We seek persuasion through facts, not propaganda. We seek national unity, not national division. Democracy flourishes when public debate is conducted responsibly and respectfully. We respect the right of every political party and every Nigerian to contribute ideas to the national discourse. That is the essence of democratic governance. We reject misinformation, deliberate distortion, and exploitation of the national challenges in ways that undermine public confidence without contributing meaningful solutions. Constructive criticism strengthens democracy. Responsible public engagement strengthens the nation. Nigeria is greater than any political party. Its unity is greater than any election. Its future is greater than ambitions of any individual. To the youth of Nigeria, we say this: your future is being sharpened by the choices we make today. Investment in education, entrepreneurship, technology, infrastructure, and security are investments in your generation. We invite you not merely to observe history, but to participate actively in shaping Nigeria's future through responsible citizenship. To Nigerian women and women whose resilience sustains our homes, our communities, and our economy, we express our profound appreciation. Your participation in our democratic and national development processes remains indispensable to Nigeria's progress. And the renewed hope for greater Nigeria is committed to ensuring your meaningful participation at every level of our movement. To our traditional institutions, faith leaders, professionals, business community, and Nigerians in the diaspora, we extend the hand of partnership. Nation building is too important to be left to government alone. Every citizen has a stake in Nigeria's future. As we unveil this renewed hope for greater Nigeria today, we do so with confidence. Not because every challenge has been disappeared, but because our nation has demonstrated the courage to confront them. The choice before Nigeria is not between perfection and imperfection. It is between sustaining reforms that serve the national interest and abandoning them before their long-term benefits can be fully realized. History teaches that nations move forward when they have courage to stay the course. Renewed hope for greater Nigeria therefore calls upon all Nigerians of goodwill to participate in an informed national conversation on the reforms shaping our country's future, to contribute constructive ideas, to hold public institutions accountable, and to work together in building a safer, strong, and more prosperous Nigeria. Our message is simple and unwavering. Let us move forward, not backward. Let us strengthen reform, not abandon it. Let us build a greater Nigeria together. May God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. May God bless every leader committed to serving our nation with integrity and courage. May God bless every Nigerian dedicated to build a stronger, more united, and more prosperous nation. Thank you. This address was made by Honorable Dr. Callistus Anyanwu. Thank you very much for your time.
Please,